Welcome. We are visiting working rules of Ganita Sutras. Today, we shall be visiting working rule and applications of Ganita Sutra-2. We have been through the working rule and application of Ganita Sutra 1. Today, we are transiting Ganita Sutra 1 to Sutra 2. Ganita Sutra 1 is Eka Adhikain Purve and Ganita Sutra 2 is Nikhlim Navasta Charmam Dasham. See the formulation Ekadhikain Purve, composition of two words, while Nikhlim Navasta Charmam Dashata, the composition of words. Ekadhikain Purve text, a composition of 5 plus 3, 8 syllables. Ekadhikain is a composition of 5 syllables. Purvain is a composition of 3 syllables. These syllables are in fact the punctuations at the vowels. There are 5 vowels in formulation Ekadhikain and there are 3 vowels in the formulation Purvain. So it makes the text of 8 syllables. Nikhlim Navasta Charmam Dashata is a composition of 3 words and it has 3 plus 6 plus 3, 12 syllables. Nikhlim composition is a composition of 3 syllables. Navasta Charmam Dashata is a composition of 6 syllables and Dashata is a composition of 3 syllables. Ekadhikain Purvain composition is of 9 plus 7, 16 letters. Ekadhikain is a composition of 9 letters. Purvain is a composition of 7 letters. Nikhlim is a composition of 7 letters. Navasta Charmam is a composition of 14 letters. And Dashata is a composition of 7 letters. Ekadhikain Purvain is having TCV value 40 for Ekadhikain and 34 for Purvain. Here RAF with its full form will have value 3. So the TC value for Purvain when taken letter wise comes to 35. Nikhlim leads to TC value 28. Navasta Charmam Dashata leads to TC value 50 and Dashata leads to value 29. This way, while we will be having a transition from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2, then we will be having this transition in terms of the features as words, syllables, letters, values, and then leading to working rule. And now see, we had at the initial stage of Ganita Sutra 1 had a transposition, a transformation and carrying forward of the structures, etc. from one beaker to another beaker. Means we had taken it that we have 2 beakers, we have 2 reservoirs, we have 2 sets, we have 2 stores, carry the matter, the entity, the things from one source to the another source. Today, we are seeing how if we have 3 distinct sources, then we can have a transportation of the elements, entities, things from the first store, from first reservoir, from first beaker, from first set to the second as well as to the third. And this can be also in 2 phases. First we carry it from station A to station B and then from station 3. From first milestone to the second milestone, from second milestone to the third milestone, or straight away we can go from the first milestone to the third milestone. This way when we are having repeated application the rule of Ganita Sutra 1, one step at a time, then this can be one step can be from first milestone to the second milestone, or this step also can be from first milestone to the third milestone straight. Now, how this happens? We have a rule one more than before. So we have to define what is one. If our one is only one milestone, then naturally will go first to the second to the third. If our is of a two milestones, then we will go from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 7. This rule, one more than before, when is complemented and supplemented by the rule of Upsutra 1, Ganita Upsutra 1, Anurupen, following the form at its framed proportionate symmetry, then this rule, one more than before, will become two more, two more, two more, three more, three more, three more. That way, now when we are working with formulations of letters alphabet as Ekadike and Purve, and when we want to reach from this surface of the format to its underneath surface numbers format. So as we know, the Devanagari alphabet is an alphabet of a compactified state. First state of Devanagari alphabet is a letters alphabet. Second state of Devanagari alphabet is numbers alphabet. Third state of Devanagari alphabet is of geometric format. Metric state means initially we are having letters, then we are having numbers, then we have geometric entities, geometric spaces or geometric modules. Therefore, when we want to reach from Akshar Samamnai, means from letters alphabet to numbers alphabet, then we will be going, say, from the first beaker, which contains letters, beaker, which contains numbers. If we want to reach at the third state, metric state, Asmamanai, so we can reach firstly from letters to numbers, then we will can reach from numbers to metric format. We can go from letters to the geometric format. So here on the computer screen, the depiction in terms of three beakers, three jars, three reservoir stores, three sets is as letters alphabet, numbers alphabet, and the metric alphabet. So we can have association with the letters of the numbers. Also, we can have association with the letters in geometric format. So letters, numbers, and geometric format association is there and it is needed and worked out, going to make sutras. So this extension can further be also there, as we say that our alphabet is a compactified state of five folds, five states: letters, numbers, geometries, then the measuring rods, and then flow thereupon. Now, today we are just restricting ourselves only up to three, just to impress upon that the initial stage of Ganita Sutra 1, we have demonstrated it, we reach from letters to the numbers, only one step of value 1. Now we are having third beaker as well. We are reaching from letters to numbers and to the geometry as well. Let us now see that the working rule of Ganita Sutra Niklim Navastacharya is all from 9 and last from 10. As we had seen, working rule of Ganita Sutra 1, one more than before, had permitted us arithmetic expression as a reach from n to n plus 1, 1 to 2, 1. Here as well, the simple rendering of the text of Ganita Sutra 2, all from 9 and last from 10, is also permitting its arithmetic expression as a reach n and then reach at n plus 1. Now, when we say all from 9, last from 10, one interpretation of it is that we will be having 9 numerals for the 10 place value system. That means here n is equal to 9. When n is 9, then next stage is 10. 9 as numerals, 10 as a place value system. If we want to work with a 6 place value system, then n will be 5 and the place value will be 6. Therefore, this rule, all from 9 and last from 10, because of the symmetry rule of Sutra 1, a transition from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2 is had by bridging the gap with the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1. Therefore, the transition from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2 is attainable by invoking the placement of Ganita Sutra 1 in between Ganita Sutra 1 and Ganita Sutra 2. With this invoking, we will be having the organization as Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 1, and then Ganita Sutra 2. Ganita Sutra 1 is 1 more than before. Ganita Sutra 1 is proportionate symmetry. So from one more than one rule of Ganita Sutra 1, we will be having bridging through proportionate symmetry, and then we will reaching at Ganita Sutra 2, all from 9 and last from 10. As we see that text of Ganita Sutra 1 is a composition of 2 words. However, the text of Ganita Sutra 2 is a composition of 3 words. And text of Ganita Sutra 1 is a text of 1 word. So 2 words of Ganita Sutra 1, 1 word of Ganita Sutra 1, and then there is a composition of 3 letters of Ganita Sutra 2. Like that, we can see that if we are having an array of 10 points as is depicted, then we can see that there are precisely 9 gaps between these 10 points. Placement of 10 points gives 9 gaps. Now, if we are parallel with this organization feature, 10 points range leads to 9 gaps, then it will be possible for us to have the appreciation. We will have the appreciation of the situation. How is it that everything is from 9 and still lost it from 10? The lost of any composition, lost of any collection, lost of any collectivity, the lost of any set is part of the set. Once it is a part of the set, how it can happen? Everything is covered by 9 and still the lost is to be covered by 10. It is beyond that. On first visit, this appears to be something which is not reconcilable by a linear logic. But see, if we are having 10 points, then we have only 9 gaps. So if we are measuring a line of 10 points, then it will be exhausted by 9 linear units because point is not having a length. So entire length of 10 points is exhaustively coverable in 9 linear steps. So all from 9 in this context would mean and imply that a line of 10 points array can be measured in 9 steps. However, when we are just focusing upon the points, means we will be having as many as 10 points. So the last point naturally becomes the 10th point. So the last point is the 10th point, but the length till the 10th point is only of 9 units. Let us have a pause. Let us see what is the logic veiled by the text of Ganita Sutra-2. The text of Ganita Sutra-2 is simultaneously availing a pair of distinct generic units. The first generic unit is of points, which have no length. The second generic units being availed are linear units, which have length. So the Vedic system, the Vedic mathematics of Ganita Sutras is simultaneously availing more than one generic units at a time. The mathematics of Ganita Sutra 2 is the mathematics of a pair of distinct generic units. Let us further have a pause. Ganita Sutra 1 is mathematical domain which is working with single generic unit. It is one. It is length or it is points. We can work the arithmetic with points, and we can work with the mathematics of the lines, or we can work with the mathematics of the areas or volumes individually. So single generic unit is the basis of the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1. Pair of distinct generic units mathematics is the discipline of Ganita Sutra 2. To have a transition from the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 1 to the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 2, we will be having a qualitative difference. This qualitative difference is that while mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1 is availing single unit, however, the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 2 is simultaneously handling a pair of generic units. This is the distinction which deserves to be imbibed well while we will be having a transition from the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 1 to the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 2. Now see, if we have a bamboo, we can go on have its units. Those units can be as a length, and bamboo will go on increasing and it will increase infinitely. However, that mathematics of a single unit numbers at the stage of Ganita Sutra 2 becomes of a placement values. That means we are having linear extension up till a particular number of steps, and thereafter all those steps make a miring rod. So instead of having 1 yard, now we can have a 2 yards as a unit, or we can have 3 yards as a unit, or 4 yards as a unit. That way, the unit of Ganita Sutra 1 is value 1. However, the unit of Ganita Sutra 2 can be value 2 or 3, or it can be n itself. So there is a shift from the single digit numbers to the pair of digit numbers, and by symmetry by any number of digits. So when we are having number 1 and when we have a number 11, the number 1 as it is written 1 is a single digit expression. However, 11, when we write 1 at a initial place and next 1 at the next place value, then it becomes a double digit expression. So the mathematics of Ganita Sutra 1 may be said to be a mathematics of a single digit numbers. The mathematics of Ganita Sutra 2 in the context comes to be the mathematics of more than 1 digits. As it is going to be mathematics of more than 1 digits, so we initiate it with double digit numbers. And then with the symmetry rule, we will be extending it to triple digit numbers, quadruple digit numbers, and so on. It is here where we have to remind ourselves that the numbers, the double digit numbers, how these get organized. If we are having 01 to 99 as 99 double digit numbers of 10 place value system, and see these 99 double digit numbers of 10 place value system permit their organization as 9 rows and as 9 columns and 11 rows. See the arrangement as it is organized as 9 columns and 11 rows on the computer screen on its right side. This first row is 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, and 09. Now, this row in continuity, when reaches number value 10, it comes beneath the 01. Now 01 and 10, these, as these are availing pair of digits 0 and 1, but the first and second row entries as 0, as 1 and 10 numbers are having swapping of places for 0 and 1. This way makes a mirror reflection pair. Now, see, this organization is silently, inherently embedding mirrors. It is this vision, it is this reach of the Vedic system, it is this visualization, it is this comprehension, it is this insight of the Vedic mathematics that the artifices of numbers are having mirrors embedded in them. The embedding of mirrors in the values of the numbers is a big step forward. It is a very big breakthrough, as by inserting numbers In the artifices of numbers, we are inviting reflection operation, reflection feature, reflection property of the sunlight. Therefore, this organization of double-digit numbers as 9 columns and 11 rows is for parallel chase of the mirrors embedded within the artifices of numbers. It is this which really makes Vedic mathematics to be of absolutely different potentialities than the mathematics of normal arithmetic operations. It is in addition to the arithmetic operations that this system is also having additional operations like reflection, and that way this mathematics is proceeding towards the format of the mathematics of sunlight. Now see, these numbers organizations are firstly having a mirror, a division line at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. See, the numbers above as upper part of this organization and numbers below are having absolutely distinct organization. The distinctiveness of the organizations of the upper part and the lower part are in terms of the mirror line of the upper part as the placements of 11, 22, 33, and 44, and the organization distinctive feature of the lower part is because of the mirror line 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. The numbers of the upper part are making reflection pairs along the mirror line 11, 22, 33, and 44. And the numbers in the lower part are making reflection pairs in terms of the mirror line 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. It will be blissful to take note that the upper part is making precisely 29 reflection pairs, of which 11, 22, 33, and 44 are 4 self-reflecting pairs, as 11 is having same digit at both places, so 22, 33, and 44. These 4 numbers are self-reflecting artifices. Mirror is embedded here in these quadruple numbers. And then the numbers like 0, 1, and 10, 0, 2, and 20, 0, 3, and 30 are 9 such numbers which are having digit 0 at one of the 2 places of each of these numbers. The number 0, 1, 10 on the one hand and 45 and 54 on the other end extend this mirror line, and these numbers, the 9 which have a 0 as a digit number and 4 which are having self-reflecting artifices, make 13. And the other numbers like 12 and 21, 13 and 13, 1, 14 and 41, 23 and 32, 15, 51, 24, 42, 16, 16, 61, 25, 52, 34, 43. 1771, 2662, 2552 are 16 in number. And these 16 reflection pairs are one generic, and another 13 reflection pair are of another generic. And this way, they go parallel with the organization format of 16 sutras and 13 sutras. So Vedic mathematics of Ganita Sutras is not restricting itself only up till the orthodox arithmetic operations, but it, in addition thereto, is also going parallel with the operations which are followed by the sunlight. Therefore, the sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with the Vedic systems of the Vedic mathematics of the Ganita Sutras shall have a smooth transition from the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1 of single digits mathematics to the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 2, which is a mathematics of a double digit numbers. And the double digit numbers inherently require and avail a format beneath, which is called a place value format. The Ganita Sutra, Upsutra 1, which is bridging the gap between Ganita Sutra 1 and Ganita Sutra 2 with its symmetry rule, will help us be parallel with the distinct adaptations and transformations of 10 place value system rule of the text of Ganita Sutra 1, all from 9, last from 10. It, as such, transits and transforms into any place value system. Now see, when we are at the double digit numbers of 10 place value system, these being 99, get accommodated along a grid 9, 11, 9 columns and 11 rows. So the depiction on the computer screen on the left side is 911 grid having a 10 place value system. A step ahead, in general, if we are having n place value system, then its double digit numbers will be n square and the grid would be n minus 1, n plus 1. For 6 place value system, the double digit numbers will be 35 and grid will be 5 cross 7. See, initially we were at Devanagari alphabet format of its letters surface. Then from here, we have transcended for its next surface, that is a numbers, values, format surface. A step ahead is a geometric surface. Therefore, this 10 place value system takes us to the creative boundary of 10 components of a transcendental domain, that is hypercube of 5. Hypercube 5 is having a domain boundary ratio as a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4. Therefore, the organization of 10 place value system takes us to the creative boundary of the transcendental domain. Further, the transcendental domain is a solid dimensional order domain as 3 space plays the role of dimension of 5 space. Now see, hypercube 5 takes us to hypercube 3, and hypercube 3 is having domain boundary ratio as a raised to 3 is to 6b square. Therefore, there happens transition and transformation for 6-place value system. The 10-place value system organization format is the creative boundary of 5-space, and the 6-place value system format is the spatial boundary of 3-space. It is here where is a big breakthrough. From letters, we are reaching at numbers. From numbers, we are reaching at the geometrics. It is this reach which will help us appreciate that the real focus is going to be upon the mirror lines 11, 22, 33, and 44 on the one hand, and 55, 66, 77, 88, 99 on the other hand. And these double-digit numbers are availing same digit value at both places. So it makes them self-referral artifices. The mirror here makes the format. It is this transformation of the format, 10-place value format here, as the mirror format, as a sunlight format, and the sunlight format is carrying digit 1 to its next place. It is as if object is getting extended by its image. It is this feature which deserves to be imbibed well. Further, as that we know that the 11, 22, 33, and 44 mirror line of the upper part of 10-place value system block is having extension on the one end as 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and the other end from 45, 54. So this quadruple extension into hexa format is parallel with the interrelationship of 4-space playing the role of a dimension of a 6-space. So it takes us to Sun, 6-space body. So Sun as 6-space domain with 4-space as its dimension takes us to 4-space as creative boundary of a 5-space and has the 10-place value system. And further, as 3-space is playing the role of dimension of a 5-space, so it automatically transits and transforms organization of 10-place value system into an organization of a 6-place value system. One shall have a pass. One shall glimpse this. And for it, let us begin again how Ekadikein Purve is providing us step by step an organization of sequential progression, permitting representation as placement of points along a line. However, the Nikliminavasta Charmam Dashata is going a step ahead, that instead of having an extension from one end, it is approaching from both ends and is reaching at the middle. So, Ganita Sutra 1 mathematics is linear progression from one point towards one side. However, the Ganita Sutra 2 mathematics is an approaching from both ends to reach at the middle. It is because of it that we are having opposite orientations flow +1 and -1 neutralizing themselves, making it a 0, and 0 is the dimensional order of a truth space, and so there is a manifestation of a plane in between. That is why the Niklam is a composition of 7 letters. Dashta as well is a composition of 7 letters. The Navasta Charma Dashta middle is of 14 letters. The first Niklam is having 3 syllables. Last Dashta as well is having 3 letters. However, the Navasta Charma Dashta is a composition of 6 letters. It is this reach at the middle from both ends which provides a synthesis. It is called a dimensional synthesis. We will come to it when we will be reaching the next step. And it is this way we will be having a smooth transition from double-digit numbers to triple-digit numbers, and also having a focus upon the middle of the triple digits array. And this will make us the first axis in one orientation reaching up till 3, and the second orientation, the reach value back at the first is as well going to be 3. In this 2 orientations approach, making reach at the same ment, beginning and end at the same ment, and thereby formulation 1 for value 1, formulation 3 for value 2 will be equal TC value 8. These are the features which are to be imbibed by us, and for it we have to make ourselves cautious, and we have to consciously accept the definition of multiplication. Simple arithmetic operations, mathematics of rule of Ganita Sutra 1. In fact, the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1 makes multiplication nothing but repeated addition. However, when we come to the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 2, it provides us that this addition at the base shifts at the index. See, we can increase 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can simultaneously increase that 10 raised per 0, 10 raised per 1, 10 raised per 2, 10 raised per 3. It is this shift base to the index. It is a reversal of an orientation, or the features which make us cautious, which compels us to remain conscious that multiplication is not only a repeated addition, it is also addition of powers. And this addition of powers will take sequentially from 1 space to 2 space to 3 space to 4 space, so on. So we shall sit comfortably, permit our mind to be parallel with the transition required from the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2, and then we shall work out simple arithmetic operations of mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 1 as distinct operations, and the additional operations available as well have to be changed and mathematized. Thank you very much.